It's 2013. You come home from school and you open SoundCloud to chill with some music. But this time, on the homepage, you find songs from an artist called DJ Smokey. You start listening to his tracks and you instantly fall in love with this style of music they seem to call funk, a music genre made of Memphis rap vocals,
Project Pat don't give a fuck,
lo-fi beats, and heavy jazz samples. Over the next few days, you become completely obsessed with the genre. You go from DJ Smokey to Space Ghost, Perp in no time, and Lil Ugly Mane becomes your secret weapon. In 2016, you discover Soudiere, a new producer making beats from a funk subgenre called rare funk, which is a smoother and more polished version of funk. Then 2019 arrives with drift funk, a genre that takes one element, the cowbell, and turns it into the core component of the subgenre. You hear a lot of people in the community saying it's an insult because it's changing the idea of funk. Despite that, you still enjoy it. You think it's something fresh for funk. So, alongside classic and rare funk, drift funk becomes part of you too. You spend hours listening to hard tracks from Ghostface Playa, Pharmacist, and DVRST, only to calm yourself down afterward with Soudiere or the Purple Posse. In 2022, drift funk reaches a new peak of popularity with its house-inspired variation, house funk, or funk house, thanks to artists like Canvra, Shadowborn, and many others. Again, a lot of people complain, but you don't care. You see it as an evolution of the genre that, yes, is overshadowing original funk, but still feels like an integral part of it to you. So your endless funk playlist grows even bigger with house funk added into the mix. At that point, everything seems amazing, but then something changes. People start experimenting with Brazilian grooves, resulting in beats that somehow get labeled as Brazilian funk, even though the only thing they share with funk is the name. No Memphis vocals, no classic kicks and snares, nothing. Just Brazilian vocals and Brazilian rhythms. Then comes the final straw, January 20th, 2023. Norwegian producer Slowboy releases Brazilian Funk Mano, and it completely explodes in popularity. There are now millions of people calling something funk when it simply isn't. More than Brazilian funk, it should be called Brazilian funk. Don't get me wrong, the song itself isn't bad, but the fact that it carries the name of a genre it has nothing to do with is something I just can't accept. In 2024, Eternals debuts with Slay and gets over 100 million streams. At that point, it's not a joke anymore. It's reality. The word funk is now being used for anything with Brazilian rhythms. Shadowborn and the legendary DJ Smokey completely leave the genre. The few who remain, Canvra, Soudiere, or Ghostface Playa, can't bring it back anymore. It feels like everything is lost. Funk really is dead and no one cares about it. And yes, this is my story, or at least part of it. I discovered funk in 2022 during the house funk wave, but I completely fell in love with every subgenre. I'm a funk producer myself, mostly house or drift, and my goal has always been to try bringing the genre back to life. But as everyone probably imagines, it's impossible. Impossible alone. That's why I need your help. Let's just start right here. Leave a comment telling me when you discovered funk and what your favorite subgenre is. Share this video with someone who misses the old tracks. Let's make some noise and bring the real community back to the surface.